Hello people of the internet. If you watched my recent haul video, you will know that I bought new pens, obviously, because that's what I do. I buy pens, and I bought some glitter paint pens. I bought two different types, both linked down below if you're interested in them, and I have played around with them a little bit, but I haven't swatched them out. And the reason why I haven't swatched them yet is because my printer died. And I am, you know, I love doing an old swatch chart, making the swatch charts myself. But basically my printer, it is under guarantee, not guarantee, warranty. Always get the extended warranty. My printer's 5 years old and it's got 6 months left on the warranty, and I'm getting a whole new printer. Because basically the black ink, the cartridge has been changed. Don't all come at me and say, clean your heads, align your heads, deep clean your heads, change the cartridge. I know all that. I've done all that. I work in IT. The cartridge light thing has failed. I had a HP engineer look at it. So I can't print in black or blue at the moment. So I thought, I'm not going to let this beat me. Oh no. I'm still swatching these out because the red still works. Get in, red ink. So, not letting a broken printer beat me. So let's have a look at the pens first of all. So there are two different sets of pens here. We have these set of 12 markers, so a glitter paint marker by Zeyar, and these are the fine tip. So they've got the bullet tip. Let's just get them out, save all the rattling around. Oh, let's just have a look on the back of the box. The colours, they do have colour names: red, orange, yellow, green, rah, rah, rah. And they seem to be in order because lime green's at the end there for some reason. And then gold, silver, magenta, pink, violet, blue, dark blue. Yeah, they're in order. So that's good. So even though they don't have any names or anything on them, I don't think they do. No, they don't. They don't have any names or anything. They are in order of the colours when you get them. You can see how you can see through them, so you can see how nice and viscous you can see the ball in there. I'm not sure if you can. Maybe in the yellow one you can see the ball. I can see the ball. Oh, what fun! You can hear the ball anyway. A nice viscous ink as well. You can see it sloshing about in there. Oh, just saw it then. There you go. Okay, so you have to prime any paint pens. You have to prime. I've got this. Should do the other ones first because they're at the top of the page, but we'll do these ones first. They're there. So let's prime all the pens first of all. So with any paint pens, it says on it what you have to do. So it says shake well before every use. So we need to do that. And then it says press tip several times until the ink flows, and then recap tightly after use. So shake, vent, press, and right, it says. I'm not 100% sure whether you'll see the little pictures, and it doesn't really matter. No, see, shake, vent, press, and right. So, shake. You are going to get bored of watching me shake pens, aren't you? How many times do you reckon you have to shake them? That's probably it. Now it says vent. Oh, I've already done this one. And it says vent by pressing the cap and letting the air out of there. Now the reason why it says that is because a lot of people when they're priming pens go and if you do that it actually pumps air into it, so that's probably to let the air out. But you shouldn't really have to pump. Okay, so that one's flowing nicely. So I'm just gonna speed through doing the rest of these. And there's the phone. Last one. So this took about 5 minutes real time, I think. vent, press, wait for the ink to come down. Whoa, you see it jumping down. I'm sure if you can see it coming down. It's very luminescent. Okay, that's them all primed and ready for action. So let's just put some paper behind, like I always do, just for a bit of squidge, and zoom in. Now obviously I would have done a black square, but my black's not working. So red, give it a shake. Quite excited. I'll zoom in a little bit more. Yes. Red. Oh. They do actually paint, write, draw, fill quite nicely. Oops, shake first. Shake, shake, shake. Just to keep it nice and. Oh, see, that one's needs a little restart. Not fabulous. There we go. It's going now. Yellow. You will see the glitter when I lift them up. So I'm going to do half of the pens and then I shall lift it up. Oops. Oh, that's supposed to have been lime green because I changed the order. So let me just switch lime green and green around because I jumped green up from the end. Sorry, I jumped lime green up from the end. Dark blue it is. Okay, so that is the first 6 pens. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the shine. There we go. So it's it's really embedded into the paint. It's a really nice even shine. Look at that green. Lovely. Let's move on to the next 6 colours. So we're on blue. Oh look, you can see them glittering. Glitter, glitter, glitter. Blue. Go make sure they're nicely shook and nicely primed because otherwise they feel like they go a bit dry. And when they feel like they're going dry, you sort of feel them, because they're water based, you can feel them wanting to chew up the paper. Oh, that's beautiful, that purple. Pink, this looks like it's going to be vivid pink. Fluorescent pink. We are going to do a mandala with these after. Well, when I say we, it's me. You're going to watch. You don't have to. No one's making you watch. Always remember that. If you're watching one of my videos and I'm frustrating you, then just press stop. Go and watch someone else's video. No one's forcing you to watch. No one's forcing you to leave nasty comments either. Even if you do have a lot of things going on in your life and you're frustrated. We're on to the silver. Just got the piece of paper over here to the side that I'm just popping them on just to make sure they're still flowing. Ooh. They do end up, you get two runs, and then these will probably be fantastic for stone painting, which I do with my mum and my brother in our little art club. Okay, let's have a look at these in the light. So the silver wasn't spectacular, but them blues are. And that magenta pink, the sort of purpley pink, is lovely. Oh, that one was violet, that one. Silver and gold. The gold's nice. Silver, probably could do with some shaking. Okay, let's zoom out. And we are going to have a look at the other set now. So that was the Zeyar Valve Action Glitter Pen. Let's have a look at these ones. Now I'm going to shake and pump and all of that stuff. Oh, let's just have a look at these first of all. So these are extra fine tip. And on the back it says it's got a colour list, and it says 1 iris, 2 mauve, 3 misty pink, 4 blush red. And look, they've got numbers on the lid. How fabulous. See our teaser? That's all you have to do, is put some numbers on the lid. And everyone, oh, there's things in here. There's also something else in here which fell out, which was these, look. Spare nibs. How fabulous is that? You really can see the mechanism if you won't be able to see. A little, maybe if I get one out, I don't want to get one out because I'll end up dropping it on the floor. A little plastic nibs. Right, and it says paint all the rocks. Yeah. Let's see. Right, I am going to shake and swatch. Shake and prime, and then come back to you when they're all shaked and primed. I'm a two-handed primer now. So the reason why I've got 2 more left to do here, and the reason why I'm so bent. The reason why I'm coming back on camera to do this one is because years ago I went on a Posca workshop with Posca, you know, the king of the paint markers, and they said in that workshop, we was retailers, so they was, don't pump, don't go because it pumps air. Same as like when you do mascara, you shouldn't pump because it pumps air into the mascara. And they said don't pump, push and hold. But if you push and hold, it takes forever for the ink to come down, whereas if you pump, it comes down really quick. So I don't know, maybe it's just Posca that say don't pump, but I've been pumping, so ignore what I said at the beginning when I said don't pump. Right, they are all done. Let's go to the swatch sheet. Okay, so here we go. Tooli-Art 16 glitter paint pens. I've got them all lined up here in the number order, and this is number 1, Iris. Actually, I should keep my little paper to the one side so I can give them a little poke before they start. They lay down amazingly well, and they're very sparkly, which you won't be able to see just yet until I tilt them towards the light. So these don't feel, even though they're water-based the same, because they have got that plastic tip, they don't feel like so rough on the paper. That sounds weird because they're probably rougher with a plastic tip than the ones with the felty tip. We'll compare them both in a minute together so you can see what I mean. But these don't feel like they're pulling at the paper as much. Oh, is this blush red? Number 4. Looks orange. This one was really difficult to get started actually. I don't know whether the paint in it's more viscous. Yeah, look, it's... I don't doesn't work quite as well as the other ones. Now there's 16 of these, so I'm gonna lift on 4. Whoops. So you can see the shine. Interesting, isn't it? So these are water-based paint with glitter in it, whereas gel pens are water-based gel ink with glitter in them. That was orange copper. They have really nice names. This one is, now it says number 6, gold nugget. Oh, that's going to be 9, isn't it? I've got them around the wrong way. It says that's going to be 6, gold nugget. I think you give them a shake. We should give them a good shake before you. Oh, that's nice. You can't see it coming out as nice as I can. Or maybe you can actually. You can see the... This one is lime grass, number 7. Lime grass. Try and tilt it so the light's on it. Oh, it's a really light lime colour, but it's lovely. Probably should try and use the tip rather than the side more. Next one is pale jade. This is going to be nice, isn't it? Optimistic for this. Oh, it's greener than I thought. It's also not as excitingly working as I thought. Struggle, that one. It's a shame. Okay, let's hold them up to the light. Yeah, that pale jade. Didn't really, but the gold nugget and the orange copper. Beautiful. Right, who are we now? Who are we now? Number 9, Lagoon Green. Don't get your hopes up. I've got my hopes up, but I'm pretending not. Looks nice. It's more like a Christmas green though. Oh, nice glittery Christmas tree in that. Oh, yes please. Next one, Aqua Blue, number 10. Oh, yeah, different blue than that one. I was seeing if it was a similar. Yeah. I do need a little bit of persuasion to get going, some of them. Right, lapis blue, number 11. That is a different, what I was looking at as I was comparing it to this blue here, but that one's different. Lapis blue, number 11. That is a really nice lapis blue, sapphire, gemstony, lovely. Next one, number 12, Misty Blue. Oh, it's like a blue-grey. Does anyone remember Misty Comic? That was a good comic, that, wasn't it? Number 13 even, is Stark Silver. Oh, it's a nice silver. It's a sort of almost like a platinum-y silver. It's nice. Oh, have I done? Should I have picked and tilted? I don't know. I'll pick and tilt anyway. That Misty Blue's nice, and that lapis blue. Okay, next one is Beige Gold. How to ruin the word gold by sticking the word beige in front of it. Ooh. This one doesn't want to play. This one really doesn't want to play. off to the side, pumping it, and let's do the vent it in case it's got air in it. Yeah, that one really does not want to play. Next one is Hickory. I think it said Hickory, but I've written Hictory. Yeah, it did say Hickory. My bad spelling. Oops. Shake, because I am shaking them before use. I am giving them a little pump off to the side, and I am. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. That came out really well. And then finally, Sparkly Night. What a lovely word name for black. Okay, shake, 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 shake. Pump, pump. And polish, polish. Polish? Whatever that is. Draw, draw. Right, let's have a look. So, they're the last ones I just did. See, the brown was really fluid and nice. That beige gold, yeah, not so good. That aqua blue, not so good. They're a hit and miss, I'd say. Some of them are like that gold nugget, that orange copper, that Lagoon Green, like them Christmas colours. Oh, beautiful. The rest of them, and them two pinks at the top as well, that put iris in the mauve, were nice. The rest of them are like, they were a bit of a struggle. Okay, so that is the swatch. So now let us get a colouring book. But what I am going to do first of all is just compare the two pens between the two. So they're very, very similar in body. Obviously there's not much to a paint pen, is there? And then tip wise, one's got the plastic tip. Now the mechanism looks very similar, but this one has cotton or something inside there. Move that out of the way so it doesn't focus on that. Okay, so this has got cotton or something inside there that this is sucking the ink out of, and this one doesn't. This one, don't know whether it's got some kind of cotton further down or whether it's got a more sophisticated feed mechanism. And you can see it's got that typical paint pen tip. This is the one with the plastic finer tip and then some kind of cotton array there. You can see it really. Ooh, which lid's which? Oh, that lid's that, and that lid's that. In the red one, this red one, you could really see the cotton being filled all the way up, sort of soaked in. But this one was actually really difficult. Oh no, that was the orange one. Hey, don't listen to me. Who am I to listen to? Okay, so I've got this one out, which is a book that I got from a supermarket here in the UK, and it's got, the paper in it is quite thin, but it's quite smooth, because I found that this is using water-based markers on it, and it doesn't really go through, and it's quite smooth and quite nice. So that's the plan, and I've chosen this one because it's got quite open spaces, which we need. So let us start. I'll just bring you in nice and close, and then we'll start. I can start with the actually let's start in the middle and use a nice fine one. Have a look at my swatch chart. I think in the middle we'll use number 2 mauve. Okay, pump. I'm using the fine tip on this middle bit here first of all. See, I'm not even sure whether people use paint pens in colouring books. And they're good on stone painting. If I miss bits, I'm sorry. It's because I am above the camera, trying to look down, and I'm wearing my glasses, which means my vision is doubly impaired. I want to get my head down there. Oh, no, it doesn't look too bad. Okay, that came out quite nice. So we'll move on to this one on the other type of pen. This one is violet, I think. Is it violet? No, it's magenta. I don't want magenta. I want violet. I want the darker one. Give it a shake because it hasn't been used for a little bit. Make sure it's flowing. Oh, I might have to get down with you. And take my glasses off. Oh, I should stick with the thin one actually. This is too thick to do these spaces with. Yeah. Is there a similar colour to that in the thin ones? Yeah, iris. We'll stick with the thin one. Yeah, the thin ones are much easier to control in smaller spaces. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I should have started yellow in the middle and then gone out like a rainbow, shouldn't I? These are very fluid. I'm going to try one of the colours that wasn't so fluid in a minute, just to see whether it was paper related or not. Ah, I can see the missing bits now. Okay, let's try one of the ones that was... And that's what they look like on the paper. Let's have a look at one of the colours that was a little bit scratchy. The Misty Pink. Let's do the Misty Pink. Oh, not scratchy on this. It's obviously flowing now. Literally pooling. Really a lot of ink came out then. Paint. So this is the other scratchy one. This one is blush red. Ooh. Because the colours next door to each other are really wet there. Blending into each other. Should have not done two side by side. These would be lovely if you was doing Christmas cards. You want to colour a Christmas tree for a Christmas card. I'm not sure they're going to replace my... I'm going to give that a shake actually because the colour's looking a bit thin. Not sure they're going to replace my love for gel pens. And this is particularly nice paper for water-based medium, so I'm giving them the best chance. Should have done a Jade Summer. Maybe I will give it a quick go on Amazon paper in a second. Okay, that's not too bad. That's looking like that. So let's get that really scratchy green one. These leaves here. That looks nice on this. So even the ones that were a bit scratchy have obviously warmed up a little bit, or this paper is particularly good for them. not sure I like the when you can't see the shine, like you can't, when you're above like that, you can't see the shine, so you can just see streakiness. Okay, I'm not going to do any more there, so you don't have to get too bored watching me do that. They do work nice there. So you can see, when you see them from this angle when I'm colouring, that's what I see. Just pure shine, which looks lovely. But when you sort of see them flat on, you just see the sort of uneven watercolour, water-based pen effect. Right, so for this next green here, I'm going to go to the fat pen. I'm going to go to the lime green one. So this one, so it should be a bit darker than this. And we're back trying the I'll call it the fat one, but this is actually called a fine point. See what he likes on this. Yeah, definitely not as good on this paper. These are probably ideal for stone painting. These are not good. It literally just feels like, instantly it feels like it's chewing up the paper. Yeah. So let me just get that dark green. Lagoon, number 9. See what happens if I go over. Feels very wet, the paper's buckling underneath there. But there was 2 layers. That's right. That green is actually dried really nice, that light green. This green is very Christmas tree green. Okay, and finish off with a nice line over the art colour. Yeah, they're not wonderful. I mean, they look, you can see these ones are really, really opaque. That one is. That green's quite nice. It's got a really subtle little sheen to that. I like that. These colours have dried down quite nicely. They didn't chew up the paper too much. So look what happened on the other side. So you can see there is no bleed through. That bit there where I went over the leaf twice, there's a shadow. You can see it a bit, but it hasn't actually come all the way through. And obviously there is a bit of bobbling, so you can see that, as well as seeing my camera shadow due to the fact that it's so dull and I have to have all the lights on today. Woo! Right, let us quickly just try in a Jade summer book. This is my default Jade summer testing book. There's this one here. One of these pages will be good for testing. Right, Jade summer paper. This really rough, cheap paper, Amazon printed. Let's try fat pen first of all. Or the fine one as it's called, and I'm going to do violet. I think this one is magenta actually. I need to get down and see. Let's bring you down with me. Can't see. I'm going to do one closer to me so that I can see it. These are terribly scratchy on this. Terribly, you can feel literally the water's just, it's drying the nib of the pen out as you go over it. They are awful on this paper. Awful. So let's try the fine based one, number 2, which is called mauve in the extra fine ones. Okay, so they work a bit better. Probably because the paper cannot absorb quite as much from the plastic nib as it can from the felt nib. I mean, I would never use these in a Jade summer book. I suppose I might use them in a mandala book, but unlikely. It wasn't too bad. Obviously I haven't done my best colouring ever. These caps, they do click, but they're quite hard to click. Let's get you up. And let's, so you can see You can really see the glitter on this. This was the Tooli-Art fine tip one, extra fine tip one. And that was the other one. You can see the paper being eaten up. Let's just have a look at the other side, which will be really difficult to see. You can see there, chewing up of the paper, it almost went through, which was the first one. Really should move the pens out of the way, shouldn't I? Yeah, it didn't dry down too bad actually. So what do I recommend these paint pens? Let's go to the conclusion. So the Zeyar ones, which were the finer tipped ones, the fine tipped as they were called, but they were like the bullety nib ones. Would I recommend those? Probably not. Would I recommend them from adult colouring? Definitely not. Would I recommend them for stone painting? Good question. Don't know. I'm going to try them on stones. I've got some stones downstairs and see how they go. Okay, then there's these, the Tooli-Art ones, which were the ones with the extra fine tip, which were the same price. So I think I got 16 of these and I got 12 of the other ones. Would I recommend these? I recommend these more than the other ones. I found them easier to use. They were harder to get started. They took more shaking, more pumping, a lot of work to get started. But actually using them, I mean, that's the first set, and then this is this set. There was some that were a bit patchy, but actually using them in a colouring book, these wasn't bad. I think I'd have to try them on stones for stone painting again, but for adult colouring, would I use these ones? I'm not sure I would. If I wanted this type of effect, I would probably use my gel pens. So I don't see when I would ever, I mean, they are fabulous colours there. I don't see when I would ever use these in an adult colouring book over gel pens. So yeah, let me just go and get a stone. Okay, so here's a stone that I painted with paint pens. It was just mucking about one when my mum and my brother came round. So I'm going to try them. Let me do a similar pattern actually. What did we use? Black and pink. Let's run out the fat ones. So what did I do? Black first. Black. They're no better or worse than any other paint pen that I've used at this point. You can see the glitter, you can see the glitter. They're very spreading in the stone. Very spready. Oh, these are water-based anyway, aren't they? These ones were acrylic. These are water-based. So you wouldn't want to do stones with these because it will wash off. Let's try the fat pen. Let's just do a oh, these are that's supposed to be a flower and it's looking more like a butterfly. Can't go over it with the black because the black one would be too thick in the other one. Get the green in the thick one. Let's do grass with the green. That is just chewing up that nib. So do I recommend them for stone painting? No. Not really. I mean, you can see the glitter, but they didn't really, because that's what they look like. That's using acrylic paint pens. I mean, I'm no rock painting expert, and that's using these. Yeah, no, I don't recommend them for rock painting. Do I recommend them for adult colouring? I don't know when I'd use them instead of gel pens. So, from my point of view, no. Anyway, it's up to you. If you like glitter, all these videos are all just my opinion. So if you might love glitter, you may be watching this and thinking that's an amazing effect. I love it. You may just adore the way that looks and enjoy the feeling of painting with paint pens. But I don't think they will be part of my adult colouring stash. So, thanks very much for watching. I just pushed a chocolate biscuit in my mouth. I should have waited until I finished recording, shouldn't I? I'm sure someone will pick holes in me for that. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye. I am just coming back on a couple of days later, actually, after I filmed that other video, just to say I lied. I used the paint pens, the ultrafine ones, the Tooli-Art ones, the glitter paint pens, in this book by this mandala book by Camelia Angelikova, and they are so nice in here. I don't like the big ones, the ones with the fibre tip pens lids, the fat ones, you know, the bullet-y type ones, but these ones are lovely. And I said I don't know when I would use them. Well, I'd use them on Amazon paper, and I'd use them in mandalas that have are not ultra fine. That book that I did the testing during the video, earlier on in this video, that is weird paper in that book. It's sort of non-absorbent, so these seem to work much better. The paint flows enough so that you can get a coverage before it starts ripping up, you know, peeling. So you do get, they're actually really nice to use in these books. You get really nice coverage. I think I probably already said that. I do repeat myself. I know people on the internet. So, just finish this little bit here. I'm just filming this as an addendum to the video because I thought I'd give them a try on Amazon paper. And they are lovely. Very soothing to use, no scratching. Very fluid. Recommend these. I'm just going to show you what it looks like on the back so you can see, because obviously these are water based. But there's no bleed through, but obviously where they're wet you can see a little bit of bobbling, buckling. Proof that they've been there. So that's it. I just thought I'd add this little bit so you can see the shine. See how they... My next door neighbour's drilling again, so I've got to be quick. There you go. Beautiful. Thanks for watching.